What's going on YouTube? Okay, we're gonna try this again. I did a tutorial. Turns out the sound wasn't very good. So we're just gonna pick it up right here again. Obviously pick your spot. We're just gonna figure out how to catch fish together, okay? So, one of the biggest things here is I'm just gonna pull this rod in quick. Alright, you're ready to cast. You got go to your inventory, and you're gonna look at the different types of hooks you have and rigs. There's all different types of terrain under the water. There's silt, there's gravel, there's grass, there's all types of different things. And in your on your list of rigs there, it'll say bed type, silt, float, gravel. You want to have a mixture. You're gonna run into all kinds of different things under the water. So yeah, here we're using a gravel. Gravel works. It'll show you rock when you cast. And we're gonna use sweet corn. We're fishing for carp here. There's lots of other things you can fish for. For the most part, you're gonna catch carp with this setup. Yeah, it's pretty simple. You can catch something with almost anything. It takes fine-tuning to figure out what works for you and what your goal is. But like I said, you can catch something with just about anything. So there we are. We're on gravel. We're just gonna go ahead and leave that there. We're using sweet corn on this one. I'm gonna pull this one in. I'm gonna switch it up. We'll try a bloodworm. We'll try a float just for kicks. I don't have much use for it here, but we'll put it out there anyway. And see, that's it right now. Like I'm swinging for carp, and we got action on one already. The biggest thing is getting your rigs right in the right situations. So now we got a bite, playing around with the tension. I don't want it to get anywhere over half. I don't mind if the battle takes a little while. I accidentally hit the button there. I'm fortunate to not lose the fish. Basically, you just want to take your time. You're going to get them in close, and then they're going to swim back out if they're a good size. I don't know what I keep hitting, but that shouldn't be popping up. Basically, you can battle with your pole, the right stick. Reel it in with your left trigger. You just gotta be patient once you got something on the hook. I know most people don't get to the point where they have something on the hook right away. Just keep practicing. It'll happen. Yesterday I was getting 3 to 5 pounders. Today I'm getting 22 plus. I'm getting some real monsters. Like this guy here. Oh. No way. All that work for nothing. That was gonna be a good sized, probably a 20 plus pounder. That's really discouraging. So just be more patient. Keep an eye on your tension, on your drag. The worst thing that you can do is lose a fish right at the end of the battle, just like I just did. Be patient. Another thing I didn't point out, as you'll see on the bottom right corner, just underneath the reel on each, as you can see, these are all my different setups here. Right below the reel, it'll light up whenever you have a bite. Don't feel the need to jump up and grab the fish and try to hook it yourself. If you're using the right stuff, it'll hook itself. It'll light up. It'll set off a buzzer. You'll hear it. You can't miss it. Just wait. They'll hook themselves. You'll see the line moving in the water. I made the mistake of every time something moved, I jumped on that reel, and I'd try to snag it, like in real life. Just let the fish do their thing. They'll hook themselves. They'll do all the work for you. You just got to win the battle. I'd like to get a bite here just because we're recording, but that's not usually how life works. We're going to wait a little bit, see if we can get another bite, get another battle going. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, as you can see. The biggest thing is getting the right rig. I'm gonna pull this in. I don't think it's really gonna do anything, with a float. It can, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm hoping to get something out of this here. Try different things. It doesn't hurt. When you find something that works for you, stick with it. And you'll be amazed how much the fish come in. There'll be times where you'll have all three hooked at once and you'll be losing your mind trying to figure out which one you want. Just enjoy the process. Now, I'm just gonna wait patiently here. I might pull this in a little bit just to give it a little more separation from number 2. So here we have more rock. I like to keep a camera angle where I can see 1, 2, and 3 on all my lines. The second something starts moving, as I said, let the fish do all the work. Right down here, you'll get a buzzer that'll go off. If you stand further, which I like to do, like I said, the bottom right there, just below the reel, underneath will light up. You'll know right away which one is going off. You don't necessarily have to have 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, I mean, the rest is just the waiting game. Play around with your baits, try different rigs. And there's no wrong combination. I know for a fact right now I'm trying to catch carp. So I'm gonna try corn, and I'm just gonna recast. Remember, I've got a gravel rig, so silt is no good. Generally you get smaller fish out of the silt. So just try to go gravel. Be patient. As I'm recording this, it's gonna make me be extra patient. But once you get a bite, it's all worth it. And typically when you get one bite, you're getting 2 or 3 at a time. It's a little overwhelming, but it's a lot of fun. So I'm just gonna adjust number 2. Just gonna bring that over here. Again, I don't want silt. See, as you can hear that right now, number 1, you'll see the flashing indicator down there. You don't have to do a single thing. This fish has already hooked itself. So now, again, we're just being patient. We let the first one get away, try to overpower it, and our line snapped. So, just taking our time, let him do his thing. He's gonna dictate the battle for the first little bit, especially if it's a bigger fish. But it's only, this one's a smaller one. So yeah, that was a very, very easy battle. Yeah, only 5 pounds. But when you get into the 20s, that's when they really battle. They will snap your line. You're gonna wonder like, why? What did I do wrong? And sometimes they just overpower your rig, your setup. So there are fish, you can hook fish that are bigger than what you're set up for, and generally it's not gonna last long. As you can see there, we got a nice little one, small 5-pounder. Yep, just like I said, you can use just about anything. I'm using corn. It works for a lot of different fish, mainly for carp. Yeah, we'll try and catch one good sized one just to prove that everything works and that I'm not just making everything up. But yeah. Okay, we got action on 3. As you can see, the line's moving, but the indicator doesn't start right away. Let the fish do most of the work. You can snag it yourself, but you also risk losing it. See, as you can see here, this one's kind of floating close. We're watching the depth, 21 feet, so this thing's probably a good size. It's gonna fight us. Smaller fish tend to stay a little higher up. Yeah, we're just gonna go nice and conservative here. Turn up the drag a little bit. We don't want to get it over half, because that's when we're risking losing the fish. They change direction quickly and cause big problems. So again, we got another small one. It's proving that it does work, 8 pounds. But like I said, you can get bigger, especially for carp. We're gonna just try the silt a little bit, just for variety. Again, another smaller fish, not really what I'm looking to show you, but it's a good start. That's what you're gonna get, 3 to 5 typically, until you upgrade your setup. So you can upgrade everything from your pole to your line to your reel to your bait, your rigs, all little details. Different things work for different fish. But just play around with it, have fun. Don't get too discouraged if you don't catch anything right away. It takes time. As I said at the beginning, I was catching 3 to 5 pounders at first, and a few days later I was up into the 20s. So it's just trial and error. As you can see, we got corn on all of them. Trying to hook a big one, but I'm recording this, so I don't want to make it too long. If we can't get a big one, we can't get a big one. That's just part of the game. Another part of it is patience. You can go from having no bites to 3 at once. A little hectic at times. And here we have action on 3. You see the indicators lit up. It's letting me know the fish is hooked. I didn't have to do anything for this one either. far the fish is working with us. That could change pretty quickly. This was cast in the silt. It's got corn on it, so we could get a carp, which is what I've been looking to catch. They're not biting right now. Just be patient here. As you get more comfortable, you can turn everything up. Again, we got a smaller fish, not much of a fight. Six-pounder. I mean, it's not what we're looking for, but it proves the point. Just play around with your rigs and everything. But let the biggest thing I can advise you to do is to let the fish do all the work at first. They will hook themselves. Don't jump on and try to snag. Don't go crazy. Just let everything happen naturally. So I'm just gonna play around here, see if I can catch something. We got action on 3. As you can hear, I'm letting off. As the tension gets too high, the fish will snap it without second thought. Let's try to be patient. I'm hoping this isn't another small one. It'll give some fight, but it's not looking good. Yeah, another smaller fish, under 10 pounds, easily. 5-pounder. Action on 1. So like I said, you can go from one battle to another. If you got 3 lines out there, you can sometimes get up to 3 at once. Just be patient. Try not to overpower it. Let it control the show at first. It's coming in rather quickly. It's more than likely another smaller fish. Just hoping to get a bit of a fight, but that hasn't been the case. Taking our time, there's no reason to fight it really. We might actually have a nice sized fish on here. He's not going crazy, he's going to pretty deep, pretty big depth, but if this were a smaller fish, this fight would have been over a while ago. As you can see, I'm easing off the drag. We do not want to lose this fish. Patience, much easier. I'm just kind of tugging on the reel a bit, tugging on the pole. Kind of keeping him at bay. You don't want to let him power his way out. You just want to keep the battle going. Don't give him too much freedom. He'll tire out soon. And there we go, he's tired out. This looks like a good sized one. Alright, look at that. 24 pounds. I think that's the heaviest one I've caught. There's lots of upgrades. They go a lot heavier. But that's the heaviest one I've caught thus far. 24 pounder, the perfect way to close out the video. So yeah, just play around with your rigs. That's the biggest difference. Make sure you're in the right spot in the water, and the rest is gonna take care of itself for the most part. Once you get your rigs in the right positions, the fish will just keep coming. I'm gonna go ahead and release this guy. I'm gonna end this video, and then I'm gonna go back to broadcasting if you still want to watch.